Growth in Code by Diamond Smith, May 6, 2021. Overview. I chose these two projects because they both illustrate how much I've improved from years ago when I'd make my name using Python and to now when I can print out multiple things at once on adhesive using Java. The code I used in CodeHS was a very simple one that uses Python to trace out my name using Tracy the turtle. It can be done with straightforward codes such as defining a function and using simple codes such as pin up, pin down, left, right, position, etc. Creating with Tracy. Tracy the Turtle's job for this project was to write out my name using Python as a bonus assessment for my class at the time. I used simple defining codes to make it do simple things like move forward, move backward, turn left, turn right, etc. Keeping my code simple like this allowed me to add more functionality. I did not use a lot of programming techniques such as the if-else, if-then, and while loops because it took so much longer to do and understand than to type down the actual code. Here is Tracy at work. Here we can see the miles of code I wrote. Then I run the code. It's going really fast, as you can see. So I adjust the speed so you can see Tracy at full action. I'll have to restart too. And that is it. Crack the code. It was designed as a game that involves the player putting a random number down, and then the code determines whether it is correct or not, and the player can continue playing until level 3 is reached. This code uses if-else and strings to determine if the number is correct. When you run the code, you will be asked, "What is your name?" and then you put it down. After that, it will say, "Hello, name, are you ready to crack the code?" If you say no, nothing will happen. However, if you answer yes to the question, "Hello, name, are you ready to crack the code?" it will continue the program in 3 phases. In order to win, you must complete 3 stages and the numbers you enter will be the deciding factor as to whether you crack the code or not. It is crack the code. I run code, I enter my name, and when I put no to the question, "Are you ready to crack the code just completely stops running. So I run it again. However, when I put yes, the phase is continue. I enter a number and whether it's right or wrong, I get to continue. And in this one, I got it wrong, so I have to start over. 3rd time's a charm. I get the number right in all 3 tries and I crack the code. And that is it. Comparisons. Since Tracy uses Python and works under a different set of commands, coding with Tracy is simpler than crack the code. Crack the Code portrays a more complex application using Java than Python, uses if-else statements, strings, etc., and the outcome of the project differs as well. Because both projects depict words and names in addition to running codes and functions, the two projects are remarkably similar. These two projects give an idea of the evolution of my programming skills by showing a visual comparison between how I used to code and how I code now with Java. My reflection. Learning about cybersecurity in the first quarter of the year has proved to be the most valuable thing I've learned. Cybersecurity has helped me take certain measures to protect my online identity and my identity and to protect myself from certain security attacks. What I learned the most from cybersecurity online courses as a result of it was the root causes of digital attacks, as well as the protective measures that I should take to ensure they never happen to me. Due to this, I am now better informed about how digital attacks are made. Continued. My biggest improvement so far has been finishing my work and being knowledgeable about IT and coding. It is my belief that I will experience some benefits with this new knowledge as I go on throughout my life. The most challenging part of the assignments was staying engaged, since the subject did not have anything to do with my passion and how I want to live my life. Doing the assignments and understanding them was also challenging. Continued. Unfortunately, I'm not going to pursue coding as a career in the future since I have other plans for development and prosperity. I will, however, stand by my previous knowledge if I change my mind.